No one ever thinks fire will find them on a quiet road. But that night outside Billings, Montana, it did. One moment we were laughing, the next, our car was on its side, smoke pouring out, flames spreading fast. My wife screamed, my little boy cried, and I pulled until my hands bled, but the door wouldn't open. And just when I thought I'd lose him forever, the ground began to shake with hooves. My name is Daniel Miller. I'm 37 years old, and I live in Billings, Montana, with my wife, Sarah, and our son, Ethan. We're not rich, but weekends meant family road trips. Simple joys, small towns, endless Montana skies. That evening, the three of us were driving back from a cousin's birthday. The sun was dropping low, painting the plains gold and orange. Ethan slept in his booster seat, clutching his toy truck. The two-lane highway stretched empty, only the hum of tires filling the silence. Sarah hummed along with the radio, smiling softly. I tightened my grip on the wheel. Black ice in Montana is no joke. Then, from the corner of my eye, headlights swerved across the center line. In the time it takes to blink, metal collided with metal. The world spun. Glass shattered. Screams filled the dark. Our SUV slid off the road, hit a ditch, and rolled once before landing hard on its side. My head slammed the steering wheel. Blood blurred my vision. I heard Sarah shouting, "Ethan! Ethan!" Smoke hissed from the hood, curling upward like a warning. I crawled, dizzy, toward Ethan's seat. His eyes were wide, cheeks streaked with tears. I yanked at the handle, but the back door jammed tight against twisted metal. The smell of gasoline hit me like a punch. Sarah pounded the window, screaming for someone, anyone, to help. We were stranded on a rural Montana road. No cars. No people. Just us. Flames began licking up the side panel near Ethan's door. I wrapped my jacket around my arm and smashed at the glass. Cracks, but not enough. Ethan cried louder, "Daddy, help me!" My heart thundered in my chest. That's when I heard it. Hoofbeats. At first I thought my head injury was playing tricks. But then, out of the haze, a silhouette appeared against the rising firelight. A wild Mustang stallion, muscles rippling, mane whipping in the wind. He moved closer, nostrils flaring, eyes locked on the flames. Sarah gasped, clutching my arm. The Mustang didn't bolt from the fire. He stepped closer, ears pinned back in defiance. He circled the car, testing the air, snorting like he understood our fear. I banged on Ethan's door again, shouting desperately. The horse pawed at the ground, then reared high as if answering. The heat grew unbearable. Flames crawled toward Ethan's window. I slammed my shoulder into the frame. It wouldn't budge. Sarah sobbed, pressing her palms against the glass, Ethan's tiny hands on the other side. Then, without warning, the Mustang charged. His hooves struck the car door with earth-shaking force. Metal shrieked, sparks flew. The first kick dented the steel but didn't break it. The Mustang backed up, snorted, and kicked again. Harder. This time the frame buckled, the jam snapped, and the door lurched open just an inch. Enough to let the firelight flood inside, and enough for hope. I dropped to my knees, prying the door wider with bleeding hands. Sarah reached in, unbuckling Ethan as smoke choked the air. The Mustang stayed planted, muscles tense, like a guardian holding the line. I pulled Ethan into my arms. Coughing, sobbing, alive. The horse stamped the ground once, as if satisfied. We scrambled back from the wreck, collapsing into the snow at the roadside. Behind us, the SUV crackled and roared as flames consumed it whole. Sarah clutched Ethan tight, rocking him like he was a newborn again. I looked up at our savior, the wild Mustang, mane lit like fire in the night. He stared back unflinching. For a moment, time stopped. The fire's glow painted his coat bronze, steam rising from his flanks. Ethan peeked over Sarah's shoulder, whispering, "Horsey." The Mustang lowered his head slightly, like a silent acknowledgement. Then he turned, snorting, scanning the darkness around us. Headlights finally pierced the distance. A pickup truck, a farmer rushing to help. He jumped out, calling 911, pulling blankets from his back seat. When he saw the Mustang, his eyes went wide. "That's Ghost," he whispered. A wild stallion folks been talkin' about. No one's ever gotten close. But tonight Ghost had chosen us. Fire crews arrived, sirens wailing. Paramedics wrapped Ethan in foil blankets. Checked Sarah and me for burns and smoke inhalation. Reporters later asked how we survived. I pointed to the Mustang, still watching from a hilltop before vanishing into the night. The cameras caught nothing but his silhouette, and that was enough. A week later, Billings Daily ran the headline, "Wild Mustang Saves Local Boy from Fiery Crash." Neighbors came by with casseroles, strangers sent letters, Ethan drew pictures of Ghost. We never saw the stallion again, but his hoofprints stayed in the snow for days. Every time Ethan hugs me, I remember that impossible night. And I know, heroes don't always wear uniforms. Some gallop through fire. Some heroes fight with weapons. Some with badges. Ours had hooves, a wild heart, and the courage to face fire. If this story moved you, you're not alone. At Loyal Voice, we share the tales that remind us of bravery in unexpected places. Like, comment, and subscribe for more true stories that deserve to be heard.